Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Ramble Mania Show probably brings to you. It is I, accompanied by Loki doing himself. I'm sorry I woke you up, buddy. I am your 8-time Ramble Mania heavyweight champion,
Loki.
Hazel D.I. Zombie. Gentlemen, with me, as always. I'll put you down now.
Wait, I gotta give Loki his applause. Bring him back.
Here.
Wait, I'm bringing it up. Yeah, Loki! Yeah!
You can barely hear it. Okay. No.
Yeah, Loki!
All right. Now you're just really going. You sit there and get your sleep now. All right. Well, yeah, we have Ivy returning from Raw Zone NYC back again with another edition of What's SmackDown. We sit here and we talk about the good and the bad and who booked this shit on Friday Night SmackDown.
Today was the who booked this shit on Friday Night SmackDown.
You're just giving your grade already. We haven't even started talking about the show. That's not how we do the show here.
Listen, it was segue, so let's get to it.
Usually, when a show is as bad as Ivy wants to assume it is, we just jump straight to it. If it's that awful, I didn't think it was that awful. I mean, it was there for what it was. That's all I can naturally say about it until I give everyone my full opinion about the whole show when I finish talking about it. But
okay, fine. I won't be mean to them today.
Other than that, it's just
I'll have mercy. I'll have mercy on them.
I mean,
I promise.
We have experienced a lot of weird shit. We haven't. I think this is the third SmackDown after Mania. And we're finally doing this show. We didn't do it for 2 weeks when I was sick. 2, I was on break. And now we're back just to continue where we left off. Now it's fucking week 3 after Mania, and we're literally gonna.
Can I sum the last 2 weeks up?
Yeah, if you want to sum it up in a nutshell, go ahead.
A lot of Cody, Drew Gulak getting his ass whooped by Charlotte, Forbidden Doors opening.
I mean, is that happening in WWE or is that happening everywhere else? I thought we were talking about the past SmackDown.
Oh, I was talking about in everything.
No, you said the past SmackDowns.
Oh, so past SmackDown. Sami Zayn is pussy and wants to keep avoiding Drew McIntyre, and Madcap Moss and Baron Corbin aren't friends no more. And Roman is mad. The tribal chief is mad because they're not acknowledging the Usos.
Well, apparently, everyone's been talking about how Roman has been used on Raw mostly and SmackDown because everyone's been still talking about, Roman still might be injured from the match against Brock Lesnar. It's just that could be the case, but that also might not be the case as well because maybe Roman just took some time off. A lot of people can take time off after Mania. We haven't seen Becky Lynch after Mania.
Well, they think she's coming back on Monday.
Oh, that's good.
Well, by the time this comes out, she'll already be back out. But we also have Little Roman Reigns on Young Rock talking about how he wanted to fight Big Rock, and Big Rock semi-leaked a possible WrestleMania match because a match like that is only caliber for WrestleMania.
That match was not leaked. That match was spoiled. The only problem is we were supposed to get it, at this WrestleMania.
This year.
The only problem is The Rock's busy schedule with his movie production, his tequila, trying to, reboot the XFL, everything else.
Him rapping.
Yeah, that too. it boggles my mind that this man could do so many things. And I'm not saying that, with everything that he's doing now, that he doesn't have time in his busy schedule to do one last favor for his old boss, the guy that made him. I can honestly say that, like, if they're going to do it now, then now needs to be the perfect time for Roman to start losing his belts. Because I don't see this man holding on to both the WWE and the Universal Championships. He's already been Universal Champion for 600 plus days already.
Do you think that they're going to make one of the championships a lesser champion and then have like kind of make it a mid championship?
No, because the only possibility is this Roman has to lose the WWE title, because this is the thing. At the end of the day, it's not what Vince wants anymore. When it comes to both titles, it's what the networks want. And the network wants two separate champions. Yes, you want to do this whole title unification thing and make it a little interesting. But guess what? You did that years ago and it tried to make it interesting, but then you went back to the two title shit again. Okay, so how about we stick to what we know is best, give the networks what they want, make them fucking happy, and let's go back to having two championships. First of all, the WWE title, the black one, that's going to Cody. That's definitely going to Cody. But here's my thing. Cody has to be the type of contender that has to be chasing for the belt. That means he cannot be involved in any sort of gimmick where he has to earn, like, basically get an easy button shot at the title. Like, no money in the bank, none of that shit. He shouldn't be in the qualifier. He shouldn't be in the match period. He shouldn't even be winning it. He should be facing off against guys that he could be having dream matches with in WWE that he should have had years ago. Roman is going to lose the title to Cody. Will it be SummerSlam? I don't know. Will it be? I'm just hoping that they don't put both of the belts on Cody, because that's going to look like a massive overkill. That right there is just a red flag. And I'm hoping if you're going to make Roman a double champion, you're going to have to make him pull a Seth Rollins and do double duty. You're going to have to. You have to.
I think the Usos are getting ready to lose the championships. And then so I think it's going to be a slow build for Roman to lose it.
No, I mean, that one I could disagree with you with. I feel as if now they're going to actually, because here's the thing. The bloodline is the only thing that's hot right now in WWE. Fuck everything else. Let's focus on the bloodline. They sell the most shirts. They main event most of the matches, whether if it's singles or tags, They're the ones that are giving the show more focus than what's going on anywhere. Like Cody, yeah, he's giving Raw at least some sort of exposure. It boosts up ratings knowing that an AEW guy has jumped ship to the competition of WWE, where he last left the company. I understand that. But at the same time, the bloodline is the only thing that has been hot since the COVID era and since the fans have returned and they went back on tour. So, yeah, I see the I don't see the possibility. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Not trying to copy Mr. Heyman.
Stop sounding like him.
The Usos are going to beat RKBro. Who are they going to lose the Raw Tag Team titles to or the SmackDown Tag Team titles to? I don't know. I'm just hoping it is not the fucking New Day.
So who do you want, the Viking Raiders?
I want anyone that's not the New Day. Because I've seen this type of shit already. I've seen it so many times. I don't mean like Butch? No. I don't even want Sheamus to hold on to go forward with the tag team belt. I think he's just a mentor for the other two. That's what he is. You know what he is? He's this generation's William Regal. He has his own Blackpool Combat Club, but it's a fight night club.
I like the fight night club. I like the Blackpool Combat Club, though. It's dope.
I mean, I like them too. I mean, I like some violence, but you know what? Sometimes
the violence on Wednesday was amazing.
But here's the thing, though. Sometimes in wrestling, you gotta not overkill the one thing that's gonna get the crowd riled up. We don't need so much blood. And I'm the one that's like, I'm the one that craves bloodlust. I mean, I watch a lot of deathmatch wrestling, so that's understandable. But I'm talking about for your network programming. You can't be doing all this blood shit every fucking week. Because you're just proving WWE's point that, oh, this is the Blood and Guts company. And I don't want AEW to just be the Blood and Guts company. You could have your Texas death matches. You could have your little fun with like, gimmick matches that will make it seem interesting. But don't do it all the fucking time. We just had a Texas death match, what, a month ago, 2 months ago? And for them to do it again?
Who are you and what happened to Hazel?
Look. Sometimes it's just, I have to look at it. I have to see it also from another perspective in wrestling. It's like,
are you going face on me?
Sometimes I have to, I am a forever heel, but sometimes I have to be real with people. Like, yo, can we just not?
Oh my God, he's going face.
Can we just not let's just do wrestling. I understand you want to build story, but sometimes building a story does not have to involve a lot of bloodlust. And just all of that. Like, chill with the death matches and all that other stuff, because now it's just becoming a fucking overkill. Just take it easy. You want to save your fucking death matches and all that stuff? Do that for the pay-per-views. Or do that for your free previews that you put out like on TV every once in a while and shit. Do that for Fyter Fest. Do that for Fight for the Fallen. But don't do it for fucking Dynamite or fucking Rampage. I'm just saying, like, I respect everything that AEW is trying to put out. You're trying to be more edgier with all the cool gimmicky shit. But sometimes, gotta, my man, cógelo fucking suave. Take it easy.
Oh, shit.
You need to chill. Gotta chill.
He went from babyface to Dominican.
All right, so, do got some news. They just revealed the top 3 baby faces and heels for SmackDown and Raw for both male and female.
But let's just say, though, they kind of did it a little bit too premature, as people had recently just turned heel.
Is this their way of, is this their shot at AEW? Like, oh, here's our ranking system for the top baby faces and heels for both brands.
No, man. There's a lot of pettiness happening. Honestly, like,
because
I felt it was petty this whole day on SmackDown. Damn, everything was petty.
Why? We know who the top baby faces and heels are, but why do you have to make it seem like this is gonna be an every week thing with few people?
So shall we get to it, sir?
Drama. So yeah. The top baby faces for the males for both Raw and SmackDown. Let's start with Raw. Number 1 is
number 1 for I got the female for the Raw brand.
Okay, let's do female.
Okay, I have for baby faces Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Rhea Ripley, but this is who I said should have went to heel. And then heels are Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Zelina.
I find it weird that Alexa Bliss is in that category when
she hasn't done shit.
She hasn't done shit, and yet she's yelling at Vince over the phone during her honeymoon how she's unhappy with how she's being used in WWE. Yeah, I would too. But why on your honeymoon?
Congratulations, Alexa Bliss, on your marriage to Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah, and congratulations to Corey Graves and that chick.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Corey Graves and Carmella.
The female Leatherface. I bet she wears that mask when they make love.
Don't do it. I was about to say the same thing. I'm like, I hope you're not wearing that mask on the honeymoon.
The blink, like, oh my God. So, and you know, the top baby faces for SmackDown are Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, and who was another one? Who the hell was another one?
Big E.
Big E's on Raw. Oh wait, no. You see, this stupid shit with the fucking wild card. This is the problem that I have with this. I don't care. And the heels, basically Roman Reigns, the Usos, and apparently Happy Corbin. I don't know.
So the Raw baby faces were Bobby Lashley, Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. The Raw heels were Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Edge, and Damian Priest.
Cool. Can't wait to see what Edge does like next Monday and shit. All right, well, you know, good job for WWE ranking their baby faces and heels. This is a quick shot at AEW, making them know, like, hey, wins and losses don't matter. Well, guess what? Baby faces and heels matter in WWE now. It's like, what?
But you know what, though? But you want to know something else about WWE?
What?
They took marijuana off of the wellness policy.
Oh, well, ain't that some shit?
Marijuana is now fully legal in the WWE. What does that mean?
That means basically everyone's been smoking since the fucking law is passed. So since they removed it from the wellness policy, like, this is the thing. I know in Vince McMahon 77, 78, 100 million fucking trillion years old, in his fucking mind, it's very broken. But at the same time, I believe that he has smoked some pot in the 80s. That man has done some, you know, that he's done a line or two, a couple of those in the 80s because, but you mean to tell me out of all this time, like, you were still gonna pop people, suspend them just because they were smoking some shit that's been legal for a fucking long time?
I mean, but you gotta think of it like this. Either what's her face that got stuck in from the Winter Olympics and now she's in jail because she had weed in her bag?
But they did that with Michael Phelps, but did they remove his fucking gold medals?
Did they?
But yet he was still popular. I don't think at the end of the day that should really fucking matter because
it was popular because of the Tony the Tiger.
Because guess what, everyone? Weed is not a drug. This is a plant that you grow yourself.
What are you holding your weed in?
A one-hitter. I get more high with this.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
I know it looks pretty fancy, right? Like
you look like you're a bougie ass motherfucker, but we'll continue though. You choke. Don't die, with that one hitter.
Oh, it's always like, come on, have you not watched Pineapple Express? It's more fun. You've never watched it? For Ivy, I'm Hazel the Eye Zombie. I would like to wish you all important goodies. Ain't too fucking sweet. A good fight, a goodbye, and a good. I believe you didn't even know fucking Pineapple Express. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna need 6 to cut this for me, and like make this for another one of my shorts for YouTube. This is the second time I got Hazel to react in a way. He threw the belt. Smoke your weed, bro. Come on. We got a job to do. If you like pina coladas.
All right, so I got 10 wrestlers that I could assume in this current roster today that smokes pot from like Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I'm gonna start the list right now. Number 10, Wesley. Number 9, fucking Mandy Rose. Number 8, Bianca Belair.
Believe that.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, number 8. Number 7, Montez Ford. Number 6, the Usos. I'm putting them both together. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you dick! I wanted to do that. I'm fine. I'm giving him to you. I'll give him to you.
Number 5, Randy Orton.
No, you can't have him. He's on my list. Fuck you.
Number 4, Carmelo Hayes. Number 3, Cameron Grimes. Number 2, fucking R-Truth. And number 1, Riddle. Only because
I thought we weren't putting the obvious ones.
No, we could put the obvious ones. It's like everyone from the current Raw. Did you see this man's shirt?
Yo, did you hear what? Wait. Time out. I know it's jumping the gun, but please tell me you heard in tonight's broadcast that Pat McAfee said that
420, bro.
Yo, that and that Riddle needed his pre-roll.
My man's.
I was like, yes.
I think we're just now going to start hearing a lot of weed. Like literally, we're going to start hearing a lot of weed references brought up. Because now that shit has just been removed from the wellness policy, which honestly, that shit should have never been there to begin with. Because, come on, Vince, you let the Godfather get away with smoking pot? You were probably smoking with him and a few of his hoes in the back before the brawl for all.
Okay. So my list, Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
Butch. I'm sorry. There's something about him that when he goes in the ring, he looks like he's high a little bit.
I do an honorable mention real quick?
Yes.
Honorable mention goes to Pat McAfee, only on the count of he doesn't smoke.
No, you can't. No. You're not doing that because he's on my list. That was
I only say this because that man's not on marijuana. He's on cocaine and peyote because that man cannot shut the fuck up. Did you not remember when Michael Cole was promoting everything that happened at WrestleMania and fucking Pat McAfee ended off with stupendous? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, you coked out former punt kicker.
Bro.
But good podcast, though. Pat McAfee got a good podcast. He said fucking in front of Vince. I'm like, yo, he should have fired you right there.
So Butch, Pat McAfee, Angelo Dawkins.
Okay.
Damian Priest.
Okay.
Because someone that's that dark is not, something's helping him.
Well, he's from New York, so he probably smokes that za.
Yeah, and he's from the Bronx. So, Ezekiel, because I don't know what in his right mind possessed him to look like this.
Okay, see, I forgot about that. That I forgot about.
Baron Corbin. Happy gotta get happy somehow.
Oh, God.
Randy Orton, Shotzi, and Shayna.
Shayna Baszler. I could never see Shotzi smoking pot. I don't know. But yeah, those are the people that we believe smoke pot in WWE. Now that the wellness policy has been removed. Now,
and honorable mention Roman, because I believe that he'll do it.
Now, are we going to start promoting RVD rolling papers in fucking WWE shows now?
Oh, when are they going to have it though with RVD though or RKO though? Or RKBro though?
Oh,
because did you see that 420 RKBro shirt?
Apparently, Jay said he just bought it. I'll believe it till I see it. I want to get it, but honestly, I want to get the RVD shirts. I don't want the RK Bro shirt because it's too obvious. You're just copying Austin, but with we references. It's like, cool, funny, ha. But RVD stuff is actually pretty cool. Those shirts I want to get. I don't know if those are limited offers and shit, but holy crap, I got to get one of those fast.
Bring back the RVD shirts. Let's go.
All right, well, now that we've had a little fun.
Are you ready?
And you angered the shit out of me knowing that you've never seen a movie that I don't even know what to talk about. Are you ready for the SmackDown?
Are you ready for that SmackDown?
Submitted to the approval of the WrestleMania show, this is the tale of can we please stop with Ronda and Charlotte already? Without further ado, let's get ready to ramble!
Ding, ding, ding.
Why is my mouse there? I do not put my mouse there. All right, so we open up SmackDown. We're in, I don't know where the fuck they are. Probably somewhere. I think they said they were in Albany.
They're in Albany.
Oh, yeah, they're in New York. Yay!
They're upstate. We're downstate.
Is that near the Canada?
Yeah.
Oh,
with the people, with the Sami Zayns of the world.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. With all the conspiracy theories and a guy named Theory there. All right, so we got Adam Pearce in the ring, and he's ready to set up the contract signing between these two women, and he introduces the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. And then he introduces Ronda Rousey to a huge pop, and my God, Ronda just feels so uncomfortable getting all these cheers. She really hates being cheered because she just wants to be a bad guy. I think she just wants to do the same shit that she did last year. Like, oh, they want me to say this shit, but I'm not going to fucking say it. I'm going to do what I want. I'm Ronda Rousey. And I'm just going to be like, nah, no one cares anymore. All right, so they got them in the ring. They sit their asses down. Pierce tells them 2 signatures are needed to make this match official. By the way, it's an I Quit match at Redacted Backlash. But the contract is nowhere to be seen. What the fuck? First time
because Drew Gulak is done.
Oh yeah, Drew Gulak is now a backstage correspondent and Adam Pearce's new bitch. Oh, and he's now the new coach for the WWE 2K22 game. So if you want to play the tutorial mode every fucking day, you're gonna learn from him because he's the one that teaches you how to become a professional wrestler in the video game world.
Does he use a PowerPoint?
I believe so.
Oh, wow.
I mean, sometimes I just have the fucking TV on mute. Not that I don't want to hear Drew's voice. It's just sometimes I just like some peace and quiet. All right, so, yeah, Drew Gulak comes out with the contract. Pierce then apologizes and says Gulak is his new bitch. Gulak makes his way into the ring with the contract and grabs the mic. Gulak tells Pierce he is super pumped for the opportunity and also is taking this very seriously. Like he didn't get figure 8 last week by a woman.
Pussy.
I wouldn't call him a pussy. I would actually call that man a hard worker paying his dues. That man's going to be WWE champion in the near future if they don't fucking release people. Yo, we've been 3 weeks without releases. Usually around 2 weeks after Mania, that's when they start fucking letting people
Stop
go.
it. Who else can they let go at this point?
A lot, a whole fucking lot. All right, well, Gulak tells the fans to look at the big screen for a special PowerPoint presentation, the triple Ps. For the rules of an I Quit match, like we don't know the fucking rules. Charlotte Flair tells him to shut the fuck up before she makes him quit the job before he gets started.
Fuck.
Roslyn then has some words to support Gulak. I don't know why you should be giving him some shit too. Then Flair just taunted Ronda for losing at WrestleMania 38, and then the fans are chanting, "You tapped out! You tapped out!" I was like, I was fixing my bra. Yeah, we saw your boobs, Charlotte. We get it, but you can't just use that as an excuse for why you tapped out. Flair, go ahead.
I feel like that was just a petty moment. Right there. Like, continue though. It was just such a petty moment.
All right, so Flair then just stood up at the table and went all over the different ways she can make Ronda Rousey quit. Flair then raised the title and said she will find a way to win like she did at WrestleMania. Then she sat back down and signed the contract as Ronda Rousey looked at her with some stupid smug on her face. And, the fans keep chanting the same thing. You tapped out. You tapped out. I was adjusting my bro. We just saw.
I won anyways.
But I still won. I still won, even if I had a wardrobe malfunction. Whatever. All right, so Rousey then started talking, and Flair again, interrupts them when the fans remind her to win at WrestleMania. And Rousey then said that there will be no referee to save Flair this time, and that this time Flair will have to say Rousey is better than her, and she will quit. Flair then flipped over the table, grabbed a fucking kendo stick that was hidden under the table, and attacked Ronda Rousey with it. Rousey caught the kendo stick and took Flair down. Then she hits Flair with the kendo stick multiple times. Now Gulak grabbed the kendo stick as Gulak prepared the contract. Rousey grabbed him and applied the Piper's Pit submission. This man is just getting tortured for that money. Just for that money. Rousey stands over Gulak's body and clutches his arm. He then gives Rousey a pen. Rousey took the pen, applied the armbar again on Gulak while signing the contract. And in the segment.
You also forgot when Rousey said you will be spared no humiliation when you say I quit.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really care for this fucking feud. I mean, I think they should have just done a gimmick match at Mania. Honestly, because that match was just god awful. And all Ronda did was judo flip after judo flip after judo flip after judo flip. She did at least 30 judo flips. And then one submission. And then maybe a few punches. And a kick or two. But it's just just turn her heel. Just fucking turn her heel. What did you think of this segment?
Honestly, the only thing I found somewhat impressive was how Ronda was signing her contract.
That was a little interesting, but still, it's just
that's the only thing that caught my attention, because it's just you knew that something like that would have happened. And then most likely, if Charlotte says I quit, it's only so either she could take that long break that she's going to get paid for. Well, because everyone doesn't want to deal with her in the backstage. And then if Ronda wants to quit, then we knew she wasn't going to stick around for a while.
Well, this rivalry is not going anywhere until Redacted Backlash, because that's what that pay-per-view, live premium event is basically. Just bunch of rematches.
You mean a fucking pay-per-view? Okay, pay-per-view.
Just a bunch of rematches from Mania, and maybe this will probably end all these storylines moving forward. And maybe these two women can move forward already. And I don't know if it's going to be too little too late of giving Ronda Rousey the title. I don't know, whatever. So it's Xavier Woods taking on Pete Dunne.
Please skip Butch.
This man is not even king anymore. He got injured, which was a bummer. He took his time off, and he spent most of the time just being on G4. And he comes back. He was king. He came back as king, but then when Mania hit, it was just no more king. It was just so fucking weird that they just abruptly stopped doing that shit immediately once he came back. Match begins. Woods going for a roll-up, 2 count. Woods hits a chop, hits a running knee onto Pete Dunn, and follows up with a lariat. Pete Dunn hits a strong right hand and follows up with a knee drop onto Woods' arm.
Butch.
So Pete Dunn stomps on Woods' elbow on the mat for a back suplex. Then Woods rolls out of the ring, but Butch, fucking.
He said Butch.
God damn it. Fuck it. You know what?
You can do it. You can do it.
Look, you know what? I don't give a shit. The match ends with what Woods now calls his surprise roll up the backwoods. More weed references. People roll on backwoods. Awesome.
What's his name, Hazel?
His name is Suck My Dick. We're going to the next topic. Nah.
Say his name. Acknowledge him. Butch.
His name is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunn. That's my acknowledgement to that man. I love that man. What the fuck is this stupid dog that's trying to be on some rabbit-looking Scrappy-Doo rabies shit? I mean, you want to talk about controversial. At this point, I'm just gonna say it now. Butch could be a rabbit Wolverine.
Oh, God.
All right, so after the match, Butch attacks the security guard, a plant, and tosses him over the barricade. The plant almost fucking nails his head on the steel steps. This man just exits through the crowd while his 2 fucking lackeys look with stunned impressions on their faces like, oh my God, he just beat that security guard up. Like, okay. So you skipped this shit, right?
Yep.
Skip. Ricochet is talking to Aaliyah, who we just haven't seen since her rivalry with Natty. And you know, they're talking backstage about how Ricochet has conquered them all now that he's the Intercontinental Champion. When they're interrupted by Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Ricochet says he's a fighting champion. He'll take on anyone at any time. Shanky challenges Ricochet to a match, and Ricochet accepts as Mahal looks upset that Shanky just took the match for himself, and it was supposed to be for Jinder. Jinder's like, yo, what the fuck? That was my moment. What are you doing? You're not ready yet. You're still too green. You may be tall, but you're green as fuck.
I'm mad you said green as fuck.
He is. He really is. I mean, he's good for being an enforcer for Jinder, but he doesn't really do that much. I don't think he does anything at all.
He does a little something.
Name one thing Shanky does.
I mean, we'll say it towards the end of the night. We don't skip ahead.
Gunther!
Yo, he gotta stop with that red though.
My man's.
Your man's does not pull the red off for it.
Stop! Just stop. Yo, Vince, just stop! Why do they have to be in red? Like, look, at the end of the day, Walter just killed the jobber. So that's all we're going to talk about with this match.
So Riddle versus Jey Uso.
You want to talk about this match? Go ahead.
Sure. The enhancement competitor found himself on the receiving end on a once. Oh no, that's the Gunther shit. Excuse me. Later on, Riddle looked to make 2-0 against Usos in consecutive weeks. The back and forth showdown saw Riddle overcome a pop-up neckbreaker and the late match super kick from Uso to score a roll-up for the win. The match was fantastic. Riddle and Uso showed up and showed out with performances that would have been right at home in the main event. The original Bro has become one of the workhorses of WWE over the last year and can typically be counted out on to deliver. Uso, though, is one of the hidden gems of the roster. He proves himself against Roman Reigns in their 2020 feud and is absolutely capable of hanging with anyone on the roster. He's a great worker together. He and Riddle have had their best matches of the week. Kudos to Randy Orton for putting over the emotional roller coaster of it all with his facial expressions and mannerism at ringside. They also, our top moments included McAfee asserting that Teddy Goods has about 6'5" worth of poop in the pants before his match with Gunther. The former Indianapolis Colts punter delivered another great line as Riddle mounted his comeback against Uso, saying, "Welcome to the Cloud 420, cuz, where Riddle is your pilot."
Yeah, 420.
Uso mocking Orton by delivering a side suplex to Riddle onto the commentary table with a fun spot. I personally just liked I love Riddle's expressions, honestly, because Riddle was just like, he was completely into it. Like, you could see that they were actually trying to do it.
You know, during the match, you could literally, they always like to do these stupid moments where they like to go backstage and focus on someone that's watching the match. And you see Roman on his chair watching the match while Paul Heyman is like right behind him, like in a creepy stance. And it's like, this man is just so chill. All he needs is a hookah and a fucking bottle of, and like a cup of,
Prende la hookah. Prende la hookah.
And just enjoy this fucking match. Because this man is literally on top of the world right now, both titles. This match was like, you know, with all the garbage that they were showing within like most of the first hour, this match was actually pretty fun. It was. I'm liking the momentum that they're giving with Riddle, even though it's most likely that RKBro are going to lose the tag team belts. This is just to build them up, and the Usos are going to look strong going into the match at Redacted Backlash. So I'm really digging this storyline. I'm hoping a lot of things build up with this within the weeks coming up. The match here was just great. I enjoyed this. I like, you know, Jey Uso's work ethic. I like his ring style and everything else that he does here.
I like that he's all like you could just see that they evolved from the Usos that they were like 6 years ago, where they were just walking in with Naomi, you know, and like you've seen the change not only in their like they changed in their wrestling style a little bit. They've like defined themselves, and they also like they're doing the right thing for a tag team of their caliber.
Some good shit.
Don't die.
So now that Riddle has beaten both of the Usos, we could possibly see both of the Usos beating Orton, getting their win back, get their little 50-50 booking going with and shit. Because you got to build this up. You know, you're trying to unify the tag team titles right now, right? So why not make this a huge storyline? Because, like, at this point, you don't have anyone for Reigns right now, technically, for Redacted Backlash. The obvious choice is Nakamura, unless that...
For Reigns?
Yeah, because after WrestleMania, Nakamura just showed up, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be the angle.
So why not? Let me ask you a question. If that's the case, right?
Yes, why was Nakamura in the Lumberjack match? I know. You're going to ask that question.
He was in the Lumberjack match.
But you also have to ask yourself this question. Why did they give Jinder Mahal the championship? All right, so we got the women's tag team champions in the ring. And they're being interviewed by Kayla. Naomi says they're just getting started. And Banks says Naomi has had her back since day one. Banks and Naomi are interrupted by Natalya and Shayna Baszler. What the fuck? So Natalya is doing too many things right now.
Boobs
in NXT, boobs on Smack. You know, Natalya is about to get even more horny in NXT because she's going to have to deal with all this horniness taking place because NXT is nothing but horny sex. That's all it is. Just people just making out, touching each other. At this point, NXT 2.0 should just have their own fucking OnlyFans account. This is their exclusive content that they're putting out for free on TV.
I mean, they're getting paid for it technically.
I don't need this shit. I want wrestling. I'm like, I get it. You want to get all the 12-year-olds to get the fucking tissues and the lotions and all that stuff. But I don't need that every week on my fucking wrestling program. I would like to see some wrestling. I don't care about who's dating who's fucking who's kissing who's flexible, who's not flexible. I don't give a shit about that. I just want the wrestling. Keep all that horny shit for when you want to make your own OnlyFans account, WWE. Because at this point, you're just putting out all that shit for free. You're fucking Pornhub.
You okay, Ming?
Madcap, yo, you know what? I'm actually gonna agree with you when you said that this was a who booked this show. Madcap Moss taking on Angel. No Garza. Being accompanied by Humberto. No Carrillo. They kiss a plant, and Madcap Moss wins. After that, Happy Corbin just runs in the ring, attacks Madcap Moss from behind. And this motherfucker takes the Andrew the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy win. The trophy that he won years ago. He's just taking that shit. No, I mean, the show is already horrible as it is. We're going on your show later on. I'm going to probably be drunk because of this show. Oh, well.
Well, then we got the Lumberjack.
Go ahead. No, you got to talk about what happened backstage before we get to that stupid Lumberjack shit.
So Sami Zayn went to Roman in a very pussy way to pretty much
wait, is that what happened? I thought there was a thing with RKBro and Drew when there was like, oh, if you're cool with me, bro, then you're cool with Randy. And Randy's like, you know what, Drew, I don't care about what happened in the past. We're cool. And then Sami Zayn acts all creepily. Then he goes into, that's when you talk.
And then he goes and talks about it, and they were making fun. He told Roman that they were making fun of his family. So he told everyone, well, he told the Usos, take his name out of their fucking mouth. So that leads us to our Lumberjack match, in which everybody walked around the ring. And then once everyone went into their positions and started the show, guess who came? The Usos. So tell us about the Lumberjack match.
Oh, this shit was stupid as fuck. And honestly, you know, for stupidity like this, I enjoyed this because it's fun. It's okay to have a little bit of fun on your main events. Now everything needs to be serious. You know. But when you like to have a little fun, you take and you put too much fun into it, it ruins the illusion quickly. Because if there's one thing that I fucking hate so much, Ivy, tell me this is logical booking. So, Drew McIntyre is outside of the ring. Oh, no, wait. I believe it was Riddle and Randy Orton. But I believe Drew got involved. The Usos are right there. They're like the most infamous gang members in the whole fucking Lumberjacks. Like, we got the green light. We just need to find out when we're going to do it at. All right? We got to do it on site. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kick. They kick down either Drew or Riddle. They leave. All of a sudden, the Lumberjacks just start fighting. What the fuck?
And they all smacked on each other. They smacked it all down.
And this leaves Sami Zayn with like the perfect opportunity to fucking
flee,
escape yet again. And Adam Pearce is like, nah, son, nah. We're not doing this shit again. I've seen you run away enough, my man. Next week, you're gonna be locked in a steel cage. You're fucked. And that's basically how they're going to end the whole Sami Zayn and Drew storyline. And funny how this storyline started was because the first person that walks through that door is who I'm going to beat up. And there's Drew McIntyre. I'm like, you were waiting on cue for that moment to, happen, just for you to open that door. Like you were just standing by that door like, oh, man, I can't wait to open this door because he's going to have that look like, oh, man, he shit himself. And yeah, that's what's SmackDown. Did we get a winner in this match at all?
No, because Sammy's bitch ass ran to the hills.
It was a no contest.
You knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, who booked this shit?
Yep.
This was a very, very awful SmackDown. Like, why was the only match on the card Riddle and Jey Uso has to be the best match on the card? Everything else was fucking basura. Yo, I've never seen so much garbage
in your life.
I mean, I've seen a whole lot of garbage. You ever been to Staten Island?
Yep.
All right, then. So you'd know. But
you stinky. I know.
I've seen so much shit like in wrestling to the point where like I can't sit here and call myself a wrestling critique podcaster and say that this was quite possibly one of the worst shows that SmackDown has ever done. Well, oh no, pal, we're going to get 1 million views on the ratings and shit. Demographic, pal? What do you think of Rampage? Hit 500,000. Ha, 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 ha. We beat those fuckers. That's what Vince McMahon's going to think. Even for a horrible show like this, yeah, he's right. It's going to gain like 1 million views in the rating system, especially since they hit the fucking demographic point. Well, AEW is going to hit the demographic mark, but still is going to hit like 600,000 to 700,000 views. So in this case, even if this show was a who booked this shit, WWE still, SmackDown apparently will still beat Rampage. Which is so fucking sad. It makes no goddamn sense because AEW puts out some shit that they should be getting more fucking views than what they're getting. Sometimes I feel like that Nielsen family system is bullshit. Jay, you still give it a who booked this shit, Ivy? Fair enough with me. YouTube.com/Rivalmania Show, where you can stomp a mud hole on that subscribe button. Cheer for us by clicking the thumbs up. Every week we put out all the weekly recaps, live reactions for all of you to watch and enjoy. For all of our social media platforms, you can follow us on Facebook.com/RambleMania Show, Twitter @RambleMania, Instagram @RambleMania Show, TikTok @RambleMania Show, Twitch.tv/RambleMania Show. For all of our social media, for all of our audio platforms, just search RambleMania Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, SoundCloud, Anchor. Just search for RambleMania Show because every week we put out all the audio for all of you to listen to and enjoy. Ivy, let them know where to find you at.
What's up, world? Your homegirl Ivy. This was an amazing episode of What's SmackDown with SmackDown, even though, it was a who booked this shit, but it's okay. It'll get better, hopefully, maybe not. But you know what? We're like Mets fans. We got to stick with it no matter what. You can find me everywhere at RawZoneNYC or at IamIvy.xo_. Find every episode of Welcome to the Raw Zone on our streaming platforms.
All right, and you can find me on Instagram at iZombies, IZOMBIES.
All the zombies right there.
Well, I guess we're about to switch over to your platform now. So,
someone answers.
Well, no one hasn't answered, but you know what? We'll improvise. We'll figure something out. I know how to work this shit out.
We'll wait till we could get more people because it'll be more effective. But let's close this B out.
All right. Well, for Ivy, I am Hazel the iZombie. This has been another RambleMania show. We would like to wish all of you 8 point goodies. Ain't too fucking sweet. Good fight, a goodbye, and a good night. Good night.